With a knee.
So do you.
For speed.
A knee for speed. A knee.
Oh.
Knee for speed. Joints on your legs. Hi everyone, my name's Josh. This is Waxing Pixels on Battle Geek Plus, and tonight things are going to be a little bit different because I'm not the one who was absent this time. With me, I have Heather.
Hi.
And Frank.
Hi.
Where's Ryan, you might be asking? Well, he's on his way home because he's sick. And, well...
Sick as fuck.
We don't offer paid sick leave or anything like that. But he does most of the work around here anyway, so I don't know. Maybe he'll pay himself with whatever money we're not making. So, anyway, let's get moving forward into what you playing.
I'm still playing Zelda, and I didn't even do that very much this past week as I was dealing with a very sick cat. So, taking her to the vet, having you help me medicate her and her hating us for it, and, you know, making sure she was not still pooping liquid.
Well, yesterday was the last day of her medication, so today she absolutely loved us.
She was very excited about that. Yes, she was.
She got past, far enough past noon when we normally did it, and we hadn't done it, and we weren't trying to get her to do it, and she's just like, oh my god, you guys are awesome again.
Well, I even walked into the bedroom at one point after she had gone in there to eat, and she saw me coming right behind her, and she slumped to the ground and ran past me and out the door, so she thought that I was going to trap her and make her take some more medication.
Ah, that sucks. So we've been playing Medicate Crystal. Frank.
That is a game I do not wish to play.
But what are you playing?
I'm playing Sid Meier's Pirates.
Sid Meier's Pirates. Oh, that's the one with the huge map, right? The big map? Because I remember you loading up a screen and you went, fuck, that's a big world map.
Oh, yeah, it was bigger than I thought it was.
Oh, okay. And then earlier today I saw you and your character dancing in a ball.
I saw
I hate that so much.
Like, I was going to record a Dragon Ball video and I let you get through a round of that first and you were just kind of like, shit. Like, you just kept doing that, kind of quietly. And
I think somewhere in the game you can like up the difficulty, and usually in the lower right hand corner there's the buttons and they light up with what you're supposed to do. But I guess when you upped it, you actually have to look at your character and what he's looking at and what the other characters are doing and correspond and whatnot. If that makes any sense.
I mean, about as much sense as
well, you have to actually look at your opponents and telegraph, and they'll telegraph their moves before they actually do it. So you have to
okay. And you're supposed to be basically. It looked like you guys were like doing a waltz.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Well, there's also swordplay and whatnot.
Waltz, revolution.
That's basically what it felt like.
It comes with a powdered wig.
But yeah, I saw you doing that, and you were kind of cursing under your breath about it, and then like I let you get through a round of that first. I didn't want to like interrupt you, and then I was just kind of like, "Hey, I'm recording, so like keep playing." I didn't want to be all like blah 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 Dragon Ball shit. Blah 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 blah. Damn it, blah 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 blah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, so.
Because that's what it's like whenever you play games. Just be sitting here, looking on my phone, and Frank will be playing a game. There's furious clicking, and then, God damn it!
Well, yeah, that was like that when I was playing Freedom Planet on the very last boss.
Yes, it was. But not nearly as bad as whenever you were playing through, what was it, Sonic?
Lost World?
Yeah, oh my god. You were like, I'd be in my bathroom on the other end of the apartment, and you'd be surprised how well the walls dampen sound, and
like we normally can't hear you all the way over there.
Yeah, and just like being in the bathroom, and then fuck, it's just like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, Sonic Lost World would do that to you.
Well, I played a few minutes of Mother Russia Bleeds, then the controller died. Then I picked up the other controller, and that one died.
Welcome to Soviet Russia.
And so I put one controller over to charge, and then I just never turned the PlayStation on again. So
you're an awful person.
I am.
Welcome to my club.
One thing I have been thinking about playing, though, there's that sumo game that's on the Famicom Mini, and, well, we have that sitting here, and I kind of getting an itch to play that sumo game again. So, we'll see how that goes. Speaking of classic mini consoles and everything like that, right after we had reported last week that the NES Mini was being discontinued, rumors immediately started up in regards to a SNES Mini, a Super Nintendo Mini, to come out Christmas of this year. It actually comes from sources close to Eurogamer, that the Nintendo sources close to Eurogamer, there we go, are saying that, hey, yeah, they're starting to, kind of develop this idea, and that in the report they also said that, Nintendo never intended the NES Mini to be a permanent product, but just a cool novelty to kind of relieve you of $60 during the holiday season, and that it became much, much more popular than they had initially planned on it being. And that they are discontinuing the NES Mini as not to compete with themselves when the SNES Mini comes out, which has a much better lineup of games, as that's supposed to be like pretty much the pinnacle of the 2D gaming era.
Now, I can understand, okay, they set forth this idea of, hey, we're doing this mini console. Oh my god, you guys really liked it. That's great, because our initial plan was to come out with this mini console, which had all these fucking great titles, and everyone fucking loved this system. It was by and far our best system ever until, the Switch, which, doesn't have too much in the way of games right now, but I don't see that as a problem currently, personally. But saying that, they discontinued the NES Mini because they didn't want to compete with themselves in regards to the Mini SNES is ridiculous, because it was the same argument that was being thrown around in regards to, they discontinued it because they didn't want to, compete with themselves against against the Switch.
The Switch Virtual Console.
Right. And, I think that argument is just complete bullshit. And this proves it to me, because they're coming out with an SNES Mini now. And why would they be doing that if they don't want to compete with themselves with the Switch? So that argument, as far as I'm concerned, is a bunch of bull.
Okay, so last week's argument is a bunch of bull.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that particular argument of saying they're discontinuing it because they don't want to compete with themselves with another one of their products, well, that's exactly what they're doing with this new product they're going to be bringing out.
Huh.
So I feel that now that we know that this is going to be a thing for later this holiday season, which I'm sure people are going to lose their fucking minds over this too, is the fact that, I lost my train of thought.
Well, in classic Nintendo fashion, they're still going to underproduce the amount of units needed to meet demand. So, I mean, there's not enough Switches out there. Pretty much every generation of DS, there weren't enough of those out there when they first came out. The Wii, same thing. I think the Wii was surprisingly popular, though, so I'll give it that. The NES Mini, that was surprisingly popular. That's just kind of what Nintendo does, is they're just kind of like, all right, we're coming out with a new console. We're producing 5 of them.
Yeah. Okay, but my point was that them halting production of the NES Mini, because now they're focusing on the SNES. Now that we know that the SNES Mini is coming out, that's a much better argument as to why they're halting production on the NES.
Right, I got that, and when you lost your train of thought, I
wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I think my mind kind of floated away, and I wasn't sure if I had made that point or not yet.
No, you made that point, and then you trailed off, and then I'm all like, okay, you lost that thought, so let's talk about how Nintendo's probably going to produce 5 of them.
Right, yeah.
That was my...
Sorry, my
and
then you're
brain like, no, my point was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are awesome.
You need to fuck off.
I'm just like, but yeah, I'm talking about Domino's now.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. My mind floated off, so I wasn't sure if I had actually got to be able to make that point or not.
Okay. So...
What was that, Cat?
Now, the SNES Mini has not been confirmed as a thing yet. I would not be surprised if it is true, but it is still a rumor. Just want to throw that out there. Yes. SNES... Nintendo rumored to be producing an SNES Mini. Sources close to Eurogamer have said that it's going to be a thing. It has not been officially announced by Nintendo. Okay. Nintendo, when Eurogamer tried to reach them for comment, did not respond. It is not a thing that we know. It is still a rumor, but it is probably likely considering how popular the NES Mini was.
Really? Because this article is very much written in the way of, Nintendo may not have said anything, but this is what's happening.
Oh, yeah, but it still has not been.
Yeah, this article was written in such a way to be all like, hey, this got discontinued because we're making this, and it's going to be coming out this holiday season.
Right, but it said at the beginning, sources close to Eurogamer have said this, and it said at the end that Nintendo did not comment when they reached out for comment.
Cat attack.
That article was very, hey, sources confirm, but Nintendo didn't, but sources confirm.
Now, surprisingly, that is our only Nintendo topic this week. So
you're kidding, right?
I am not kidding. What? That is our only Nintendo topic this week.
Blasphemy, I say.
Right? We were finally branching out a little bit, probably until next week. Ryan, who isn't here with us this week, he did come up with all of these topics, and we went over them and decided that, yeah, they're great, so we're doing them.
So he's with us in spirit.
Yes. So he's probably kind of mad, though, that he's not going to get to talk about a certain re-release that we'll be talking about later in the podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy VII Remake. Anybody here care about either of those?
No.
I'm interested in both of them.
I'm interested in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and there has been some news in regard to the release date. The release dates of both of those. They're and you know what? They will not surprise you. Neither of them are coming out this year.
Oh.
Yep. There was a...
I'm depressed.
It was confirmed at a presentation for Square Enix's financial forecasting that Kingdom Hearts 3 and the first episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake will not be released in 2017. They are now tentatively placed in fiscal year 2018.
But we'll be dead by then.
Oh, you plan on dying this year?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, how long have we been waiting on both of these things? Like the first, the Final Fantasy VII Remake hasn't... It got announced last year, but how long have we been waiting on that, though?
Since Final Fantasy VIII came out.
Pretty much, And then Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced 5 years ago or something.
Yeah, it was 2013, I believe.
It's Kingdom Hearts forever at this point.
Kingdom Hearts forever. I played the first Kingdom Hearts, and I really liked that game. And the second game, I actually played it all the way through to the last boss, and then I stopped giving a fuck. I got to the boss fight, and I was like, meh. And I never beat it.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm tired. You can go ahead and destroy the world. Or what are you trying to do again?
Destroy all worlds? I don't know. But I mean, it was I played the second one, not because I was like, oh my god, Kingdom Hearts! But I played it because that's what I had available to myself at the time, and I was like, yeah, well, the first one was really good, I really liked it, and it just, I don't know. I didn't care too much. It took me a really long time to get through it, too.
I played, a few minutes of, the first one. My girlfriend at the time, she was really into it, the first one, and I just kind of, opened up one of her save files she had, and was just kind of running around doing stuff, and I was just kind of oh, this is kind of neat, I guess, and then, that was pretty much it.
I think the thing that I remember most about it is, Riku, Kairi, Riku, Kairi, and then, he was more concerned about Riku, and I just remember seeing a comic strip that somebody did once, and, Kairi was all like, "Oh, Sora, here I am." Like, Sora didn't give a shit, and all he cared about was Riku, and like, she was all like, "Sora, I have boobs now!" I was like flashing him, and he was all like, "Get out of my way, I'm trying to get to Riku." And it was like the whole comic was just like a joke about how he just like this big gay romance or whatever. So that's the thing that I remember most about it.
What about you, Frank? What's your whole take on the Kingdom Hearts franchise? What's your history with it? What do you are you still dating?
Are you going anywhere with that?
No.
Okay.
That was you were just kind of supposed to take over from there.
I have never played 2. I did play 1, but it was my sister's copy.
Okay.
So I went in.
Does that mean the quality of the game was different?
No, I went in thinking it was gonna be shit. And I beat the whole thing. I'm like, that's pretty fun. That was pretty fun. And I did play Kingdom Hearts 1.5 or whatever on the 3DS.
Oh, I remember when that came out.
Yeah. I played it, beat it, and then I just took it back to GameStop.
And Matt Johnson had a copy of that, and he thoroughly enjoyed it, if I remember correctly.
Kingdom Hearts, like, how many Kingdom Hearts games are there? Like, I feel like there is, like, a similar amount of Kingdom Hearts games as there are Street Fighter games before 3.
I feel like...
Or Star Wars remake movies.
I feel like...
Or Star Wars remake movies.
I feel like that there's 1, 2, and 1.5 or whatever the fuck that was. There might be one other one that was on another handheld.
There was like a Game Boy
like something about like Chained Memories or...
Yeah.
Well, there's that one, and then there's like one that it's like the number is like a fraction or some shit.
Yeah,
like
1.5.
No, a fraction.
A fraction.
Yeah, like it's like, you know,
or
like
was
something
it just one
over
half?
something. No, not 1/2. Like it was like, I don't know. Like let me look into it, cause
it's obviously bothering you.
It is bothering me because nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, so there's also a Kingdom Hearts 2.8 apparently or something.
What?
And
Kingdom Hearts 358.
Yeah, 358 over 2.
What?
Yeah. So
okay, Chain of Memories. That's
Kingdom
the one
Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. There's Chain of Memories. Kingdom Hearts 2. Chain of Memories.
Okay.
Coded.
Holy shit.
358 over 2 days.
Birth by Sleep. That sounds like, you know, just another title for the story of Sleeping Beauty and her being raped and being woken by having twins.
That is a terrible alarm clock.
Get up, you're having a baby! Or 2.
I want my money back.
Recoded, Dream Drop Distance.
Get it?
1.5 remix.
Recoded, Riku.
Is that supposed to be X or 10? I don't know. 2.5 remix. Unchained with a weird looking X. 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. 1.5 and 2.5 remix. And then there's to be announced Kingdom Hearts 3. Like seriously, I think
that's fucking ridiculous.
I think there are just as many different Kingdom Hearts games that are not 3 as there are versions of Street Fighter 1 and 2.
Yep.
I feel like the same could be said about a lot of RE games. Because there's a lot of RE games that like I had no clue even existed. And there's like, you know, Code Veronica Remake. There's like 2.5. I mean, it's ridiculous. Aside from the regular RE 1 through 7.
Right.
7? Yeah. 7. Biohazard was the latest one that came out. That was 7.
There's a 0 also, right?
Yeah, there's a 0, 2, I think.
So, yeah, there's a lot of them. I guess Capcom and Square Enix just like to, you know, not
finish actual projects. They just want to give some other projects that some intern's working on the side.
Right. Mm. So, anyway, Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 7, not this year. And so, better just kind of spend your money on something else. Like Battle Geek Plus t-shirts that we probably don't sell. I don't know.
Pizza!
It's delivered to my place. Already paid for.
So we can just eat it.
Preheated.
Preheated
pizza.
Isn't that just delivery?
No, it's preheated. It just happens to be delivered.
Okay.
That's actually what all the charges and stuff are for, so that your $8 pizza becomes a $19 pizza.
Yeah.
You know, when it gets delivered, it's because it got preheated, not because it got delivered. The delivery was free. Moving on, we were talking about Capcom there for a second. Looks like the first story mode trailer has dropped for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Because I guess they just didn't want to use numbers anymore. They're just kind of like, well, there's Marvel vs. Capcom 1.
Well, obviously they can't count.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity +1. There's going to be an Infinity +1.
You stole my joke.
What? It's my joke. I said it first. You suck. Anyway, there was a trailer that was released. It was a story trailer. Featured Ultron and Sigma fusing. Like fusion. Ah! And they even talked with like both of their voices at the same time and whatnot. And then they went to Asgard with a bunch of robots. And that's right.
Robots.
They with a bunch of like robots, with a bunch of I don't know if they're like supposed to be like Mavericks from Mega Man X or what. But they go there and they've got Infinity Stones, and then a bunch of Marvel dudes show up and some Capcom dudes show up. And there's a lot of fighting, but they're getting stomped. And that's pretty much it. And, also, there's a release date. I'm sure that's important.
Or are you? Important question out there.
Do you exist? Or are you?
Frank, what are those?
Fruity McChewy things.
Are they like pineapple?
They're island fruits, pineapple, papaya, and mango.
Read the damn mango.
Mango.
Mango. Oh, it's a Pope. He'd be blessing some apples.
So, anyway.
I forgot that line. That's why I didn't sing along, because I didn't want to get to that part.
He is the mango. He is the mango. He's the mango. Where's the mango? He is the mango. He's the mango.
This is the longest
Mango.
drum roll ever for the release date. I'm about to announce the release date, and then it all turned to mangoes and philosophical questions about your very existence. Anyway,
I can read you saying everything was fine, and then it all went to mangoes.
It all went to mangoes.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is coming out September 19th, 2017 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows PC.
Woo!
Sorry.
Okay.
I just thought of a work two words that sound similar.
Okay.
2 mangoes and 2 tomatoes.
Two mangoes and tomatoes. Two mangoes and tomatoes.
Okay. You
Frank's,
must lead a very interesting life that we were just unaware
I thought
of.
it sounded very similar in my head.
Saying it out loud, not so much.
Saying no.
I've done that before. There was, what was it? Something along the lines of, I don't even give the distant cousin of a fuck. That sounded way better in my head than
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Well, I remember I tweeted about that. And I was all like, that sounds a lot better in my head than it did out loud. And I tweeted about that. And then, like, you tweeted back at me agreeing.
Did that happen?
You did. You did. It was I was at work.
I guess reading it and hearing it are two different things.
Okay, maybe. Because I was all like, because I thought about it. And then I didn't really say it to anybody in particular. Like, I thought it. And then kind of like when I had a moment, I kind of like said it where like nobody could hear me. And I was all like, yeah, that sounds dumb.
I just imagine you like at work building a couch or some shit, and you kind of look around, and your coworkers are kind of like off in a corner somewhere doing something, and you're just like whispering to yourself.
I don't give the distant cousin of a fuck.
You think the reason why the Hulk doesn't talk so much because things sound better in his head than when he actually speaks.
The who?
The Hulk.
The Hulk.
Oh, the Hulk. Oh, okay.
Not the Who. The Hulk.
I will say when we watched this trailer for this game, at the very end, whenever the baddie gets shot with a random gun just out of nowhere.
Sigma.
Yeah, Ultron Sigma. He gets shot and just like a tiny little bullet and doesn't even do anything. He's just like bink, and you're just like, who the fuck is shooting this powerful being with just a regular gun. And then he's all like, ugh, Redfield. And it's fucking Chris Redfield. It's Chris, is it supposed to be Chris Redfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure I had the right Redfield. And just like he's standing there, like all these goony cartoon characters all over the place and stomped into the ground, and there's some weird like Brainiac fusion with Ultron and Sigma, and which that's all I thought the entire time. Like, oh, so he's now Brainiac? Okay. But yeah, and he just like shoots this guy, and he's just like some normal schmuck who, you know, is in this so it's supposed to be like this realistic like zombie apocalypse world, and suddenly he's just like shooting a gun at Brainiac's, you know, sucky cousin, and Mega Man is just like this big giant blue fuck just laying on the ground like, help me, Redfield! Like, what? I don't know. It cracked me up. I laughed whenever that happened. I don't know if you noticed, but I started laughing at myself.
I did. I noticed also that there's going to be a collector's edition of this game. It's going to come with some premium packaging, a bunch of diorama figures, Mega Man X, Chun-Li, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, and also some LED-powered Infinity Stones. So, you know, too bad there's only 6 of them. Otherwise, I could see you buying that just so you could, like, try and be all supersonic.
I thought there were 5 Infinity Stones.
In the pictures, there's 6.
I see that.
Yeah, I know, but Josh said if there were 6...
No, if there were 7.
No, you said 6.
You said 6.
No, I said too bad there are only 6.
I heard too bad it's... Too bad it's not 6. That's what I heard.
Well,
I'll check it in post. Whatever.
You heard wrong. Anyway, see, there's 6 right there, and I was looking at them, and I said the words with the numbers, and yeah, trying to make a Sonic joke, but whatever. There's Infinity Stones. You can get them. You can become powerful also. Or you and some friends can have a dance-off with a guy and then hold one Guardians of the Galaxy joke. Moving on to our final topic. Am I the only one here that knows what Night Trap is?
Yes.
Because Ryan got sick.
You are the only one.
Okay. I mean, I know what it is. I've seen videos about it. But I've never played it. I never heard of it before.
I've never played it, but like I know what it is.
I know what it is.
Is this the stupid like surveillance camera shit?
Yeah, it's a Sega CD like surveillance camera game where where like, you know, these girls that are like in a house by themselves, and these dudes come in that are trying to kill them, and you have to like set off traps at the right time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there is going to be very soon a 25th anniversary re-release on PlayStation 4. Physical copies of this game. See the look on Frank's face. That was the look I was trying not to have. That was the reactions I was trying not to have while we were watching this trailer and taking a look at this, because I wanted to save that emotion for the actual recording. But I think it's been too long and I've already kind of calmed down from it. Because I'm just kind of like, really? Night Trap? Like,
every time you start to say Night Trap, I almost think you're going to say Night Train.
I thought you were going to say Night Court.
Oh, love that show.
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider? Imagine if there were like stupid FMV games of those.
Okay, I don't know the thing to it. There
you go. Knight Rider.
It should be an NES game.
I wonder if it was.
You know.
Now this game, because of some content regarding girls having parts.
Girls have parts?
Yeah, they do.
Oh fuck! How did I not know this? Last I checked, I'm a girl. Do I have parts?
You do.
I think you're lying to me.
When was the last time you had a checkup?
It's been a while.
No, you could have lost some.
Due to girls having parts and probably some violence, this was part of the reason ESRB ratings exist on games today. Night Trap was considered that controversial, and not just because it's a shit game.
And you know what's great? Today, it would only have a teen rating.
They need to step up their game.
Right? There needs to be like a Night Trap 2.
What I really love about like everything I've seen about this game is that it's like, even by B-movie quality, it's bad. And it's like, it kind of makes me think of games that are like interactive movies.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Now, when it comes to the interactive movie part of this, the trailer that we watched showed the FMV scenes in a much, much higher quality than its original Sega CD counterpart. Similar to Sonic CD's opening and ending on the original Sega CD versus, say, on like the Gems collection or whatever copy of it you have, Frank, on the PC, like where it's actually like full screen, nice frame rate and all that stuff. So it looks like they're going to be doing the same thing for Night Trap here and not just simply emulating the original on a brand new console. So Night Trap coming soon, spring 2017, PlayStation 4. You got physical copies, most likely digital copies as well, coming from Limited Run Games. You can find them at limitedrungames.com if you want to, I don't know, buy this and hate yourself.
Well, that's what Ryan's gonna do. And he's so excited about it.
He is.
About this game?
He's excited about getting it and streaming it. That's what he wants to do. He's so excited. Because he's Ryan. He's in, like, he's kind of like Bill in that fashion.
Yeah.
Like our buddy Bill. Like, Bill was so obsessed with just, like,
bad movies,
bad everything.
Crippled Masters.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is this about, like, see a group of people fighting each other, or?
Yeah.
That's
actually,
exactly.
Well, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
It was two martial artists, one who in a fight ended up losing his legs, and another one in a different fight altogether ended up losing his arms, and then they both relearn martial arts together, and then they go and they avenge themselves. And in the process, the guy with no legs is in a backpack being worn by the guy with no arms, and together they make one whole person who can do regular person kung fu. This is a real movie. I watched it.
With Bill.
Yes.
Sounds like a gaming concept.
Like one player is the guy with the arms and two players the guy with the legs, and you have to like kind of like have some teamwork.
It almost sounds like a real world application of the game QWOP.
Yeah.
Almost.
QWOP, the fighting game.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it's two players for one character.
Crippling revenge.
So, yeah. Get your FMV goodness on with this Sega CD, big finger quotes, classic.
Why you would? Who the fuck knows?
Why you wouldn't?
Well,
is what you should be asking.
I guess. This is what we should be asking Ryan. He's the one who's all like, yeah!
You know, and I bet it will probably, at the right price, sell a pretty decent amount of copies for something that's called Limited Run. It comes from a company called Limited Run. So I don't think they're going to expect this to, become, the new platinum game seller or anything like that. Game of the year. Anyway, that's all we have today to talk about. My name is Josh. You can catch us on Battle Geek Plus, mainly Ryan when he's not sick, doing videos about games that are on video. They're called video games. We got a lot of shows out there, awesome video game memories, Battle Geek Plus Arcade Edition, which there are new episodes of that heading your way. We just filmed like 5 new episodes the other day. And occasionally, you can catch Ryan streaming on twitch.tv/BattleGeekPlus. You can find all of the Battle Geek Plus content, though, on youtube.com/BattleGeekPlus. So check it out. This show, Wax and Pixels, comes out on Thursdays, and listen to it on your favorite RSS feed or on iTunes or just on YouTube. Please listen to it on YouTube. And let us know what you think in the comments or hit us up on Twitter @BattleGeekPlus. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. I'm Josh. Later. Heather?
Bye.
Frank?
I am the ghost bug of Christmas future.
The ghost bug of Christmas future.
Yeah.